Hello, this is Ryan of Happy Healthy Vegan coming at you with an irregular, kind of random time for me to live stream. For me, personally, it is Wednesday, 1:30 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. So I'm hoping to catch a few, maybe European people who are normally asleep when I live stream at my later 6 p.m. Pacific Standard times on Fridays. So hopefully I'll get some people who are maybe busy, they're out on Fridays, or they're working, not working today. So we'll see. Let me know if anyone is watching from Europe or somewhere, not in the United States, and I'll be more inclined to do more of these earlier live streams. I just tried to set up my day-to-day so I could come on way earlier than normal. So yeah, again, let me know if you're in Europe or even Asia and this time works out for you, or wherever. Let me know even if you're in the United States and this time works out for you, and I'll try to make this more regular. But yeah, normally I'm on Fridays Pacific time at 6 p.m. So hey, Hilda, did we finally catch the cat? You're asking about the Angie's Animal Friends, about rescuing the baby cat. We just released part 2 day before yesterday of the videos. It's gonna, I think, be a 4-part series, believe it or not. So stay tuned, and you'll see next time we'll get even more close to catching the cat and stuff. So Sweden, all right, El Monco, thanks for letting me know that. Yeah, if anyone is in Europe or anywhere like that, let me know, and I'll try to do more live streams that are more just compatible with European, lifestyles. You guys are usually asleep when I'm streaming, as you should be. It's like after midnight when I come on for you guys. Fu Manpu, the fog. You're talking about the vegan brain fog or the vegan rain frog? I don't know. Hey, Tin Man Adonis. Hello. And Icky Kenny, 92 in Norway. Cool. Got another European on. And Michael. I didn't know you're in the UK, Michael. Okay, cool. I guess when you come on the live streams, you're up really late. Well, thanks for staying up late on the normal ones. Not normal, the Friday night ones. But hello, everyone watching from Europe. Let me know. And again, I'll try to do more European time zone friendly live streams. Stu, another cult meeting. Please explain how this is a cult meeting. I would love to hear, Stu. So let us know how this is a cult meeting. Is veganism a cult in your mind? If so, let us know how it's a cult. Let's see. Fu Man, yeah. Have you guys heard here in the United States? Yeah, KFC, Kentucky Fried Chicken, released their collaboration with Beyond Meat of a chicken, that you can get there. So no, I haven't tried it yet. I'm probably not gonna do it. Maybe I have no desire. Maybe if it crosses my path, I'll think about it. But no, I've not made any plans to go down to KFC and check out their plant-based chicken things. If anyone's had one, let me know. I'll love to hear what you think. Diane, early bird today, huh? Yeah, I am early today, for sure. Yeah, way early, and I'll be back Friday. In case you guys are wondering, this will not replace my Friday live stream. So yeah, don't worry not. I thought I'd just come on and see if I can say hello to a few different people, and if there's any regulars that are here too, totally awesome. But I was hoping, yeah, people who have often in the comments, your live streams are cool, but I can't make them, I'm asleep or whatever. So I'm here for you right now. Hey, AJ Vintage, how is it going? Good to see you, AJ Vintage. Let's see. So where was our person, our anti-vegan person? Stu, where are you, Stu? Please tell us how this is a cult. We'd love to hear your just insights into this, belief that you have. Yeah, Tin Man, huh? Hey, Tin Man, factory farming has the biggest cult following on earth, huh? It's hard to say veganism is a cult. These people that say nonsense like this really just don't understand what veganism is, so that's what I'd like to see what he's trying to say, and I'm sure he's not even talking about veganism. Let's see. Yeah, Hilda, speaking about those KFC chicken nuggets or whatever they are, yeah, they don't have a separate fryer or grill, whatever they prepare them on. So if that concerns you, at least they're open about that, But yeah, I haven't tried them yet, and let me know if anyone else has tried them yet. So yeah, now it's a great time to ask questions. Still relatively small amount of people on right now, so now's a great time. If you want to ask Ryan Happy Healthy Vegan question, or you want to try to debunk veganism like Stu was trying to do there, Have at it. Ace, please just don't come on to a vegan live stream and say meat tastes good, buddy. If you think you can debunk veganism or something, do you have a logical, rational argument that you would like to present? Totally cool. Awesome. However, though, if you're just going to come here and say meat tastes good, I'm just going to block you, Ace, because that's just totally just. That sounds like something like a 5-year-old would say, a trolling child or something like that. So yeah, it's not. Again, I'm totally cool with non-vegans watching, even anti-vegans watching. But if you want to discuss here in the live stream, in the live comments, the live chat, you got to do it rationally. Just don't say, meat tastes good. If so, I'm going to kick your ass out. Hey, race lover. Yeah, race lover speaking rationally here. Eating animals is weird. Killing a live sentient being, slitting its throat, shooting it, whatever you got to do, and then eating bits of it, that's really weird. But yeah, eating a carrot or whatever, not that weird. Let's see, Ace, what is one, the one misconception about veganism? I wish that would just die out. I don't know. There's so many. There's so many, Ace. I'm not sure what if there's just one, because I'm responding to so many misconceptions about veganism constantly that I can't just say there's just like one misconception. Hey, Ray, it's good to see you. I didn't know if I'd see you or any moderator for that matter, since I'm coming out at such a weird, unplanned, or random time. And since I have no way to communicate with you, Ray, you've never given me an email or anything like that, or I guess I do have an Instagram maybe to reach you at. But anyway, good to see you. I suppose that question from Kaylin Pacific. Hi, Kaylin. Is added salt necessary? Interesting question. I feel negative effects on each salt, but I don't know if that's because I've gone without it for so long and my body will adjust from a few weeks of eating. Okay, I'm not a medical doctor or a nutritionist, Caitlin, so I don't want to give you any kind of medical advice or anything like that. Is added salt necessary though? For like being healthy, I think that's what you're asking there. Again, that sounds like a medical question, but I'll just tell you what's worked for me. For many years, I didn't add any salt to any of my food, just to see what it was like, and it was cool. But I found having some salt on my food isn't a bad thing. Meaning, I don't, even to this day, I don't think we even own any salt. Maybe we do, but we never sit there and sprinkle salt onto our foods at home that we prepare. But when we go out to restaurants, there's plenty of salt there. And then we get some like processed food, like a potato chip or something like that. There's peanuts, there's some salt in there. So I'm not sure if I answered your question though. I'm low salt. In case you're wondering how I roll, I've been low salt for many of my years, but I don't fear salt. I don't mind some salt, but yeah, it's not necessary to put salt on your food if that's what you're wondering. But I think some salt is definitely good for you. I've seen people, I knew one raw fruitarian guy here in LA that ran in I think he ended up in a hospital because he had such a deficiency in sodium from just excluding salt for so many years. So that should tell you something right there that, you don't want to go overboard with that no salt philosophy. What happened to our anti-vegan guy? What happened to Stu, man? He just came here and said, "Oh, another cult meeting," and just left. Gee, that's it, huh? Emily, first time in a live stream? Well, cool, welcome. And again, let me know if any of you guys are from like Europe, or I'm just, or if not, if this time works out well for you, because I know when I usually live stream, most people are fast asleep, in Europe, you guys, it's after midnight when I come on. Liquid Lioness, do I take Shilajit? No, I know exactly what that is. I tried it out for a few months back, maybe 9 years ago or something like that. Really expensive stuff, but I don't remember it really doing anything like, whoa, I'm healthier now, or I feel better, or anything like that. It just seemed like a lot of money for some brown crud, All right, cool, Kaylin. I'm glad you appreciate my answer there. Yeah, maybe you roll like I do, huh, Kaylin? Maybe you're just kind of low salt too, because if you go to a restaurant, they're gonna put some salt in it, Let's see, Loco, you still watch me when you was vegan and you're in England. You're not vegan anymore, Loco? You can still watch though. Oh, Sarah, I thought I saw you ask that earlier. The doctors transplanted a pig heart into a patient in a last-ditch effort to save his life. I think I might have saw a headline about that recently and didn't click it because it sounds so wild. I don't know. I actually need to read more about that to have an opinion off the top of my head. It's like, what the F, you know? But yeah, I don't really, I'd be ignorantly commenting on something I don't know about. But yeah, that sounds kind of anti-vegan to exploit animals for their organs. Um, so yeah, wow, what a weird time you live in, huh? Um, all right, so let's see. Any other questions here? I say aced out another one. You're talking about like misconceptions. Your number one misconception that veganism is healthy by default. Yeah, that's a great misconception. I'd like to blow apart too. A lot of people. I might do a story about. Have you heard about how Chipotle restaurants here in the United States, they just introduced a plant-based, an all-vegan chorizo. Anyway, I saw this one article. Chipotle's new vegan chorizo. Is it healthy? Like, why is that even an issue? They made a plant-based offering. Like, you know, when Burger King puts out a new burger, do the food magazines, is it healthy? When McDonald's puts out a new burger, is it healthy? But no, someone puts out a vegan option, but is it healthy? I mean, I'll take a look at it. I'm sure it's going to be healthier than the meat version, but that's not the whole point about putting out a plant-based option. Like, some people give a crap about not harming and exploiting animals. But yeah, veganism is not equal to health. A lot of people think vegan equals health. It's a health movement or something like that. Some people think it's an environmental movement. And there are environmental benefits to being vegan. Like there can be health benefits to being vegan, but you could be a junk food vegan and eat complete crap and still be a vegan. You don't have to be a healthy vegan if you don't want to or don't care to. You know, it's not the same thing. Yeah, it sounds like a complicated issue, Sarah. I'd like to read through it more and then think through it in a long, thoughtful manner than just coming up with like a knee-jerk reaction for you guys. I'm not that kind of person. I like to really like churn things over logically. Yeah, Christopher Jack. Yeah, the vegan chorizo at Chipotle. Yeah, I'm sure. Yeah, it's going to have way less or saturated fat, no dietary cholesterol, and a few other benefits. But is it healthy? Like, is just regular pork chorizo healthy? Hell no. So why is it a burden on the plant-based one to be healthy instead? I'm sure it's healthier, but who, you know, yeah, anyway. Yeah, Doomy's the restaurant. If you guys ever heard of Doomy's, yeah, they're in Toronto and LA. Fully vegan, fully not healthy at all. I mean, and I'm sure, you know, Phil, the founder, would be the first to admit, yeah, his goal is not to make a health food menu or anything like that. Anyway, not to bag on it. I'm just saying, yeah, doesn't equal healthy. Um, AJ Vintage, you'd love to go to Doomy's. That's cool. It's not like that great. If I were visiting LA from another city, Doomy's wouldn't be on the top of my list unless I was staying in that area of Hollywood. But yeah, it's not like, you know, something you have to visit. It's cool though. Let's see, race. Did I see Hench Herbivore's new video on vegan fed cats and dogs with a vet? No. I will want to definitely watch that. All right, cool. Thanks for pointing that out to me, Race. Yeah, I'd love to see what a vet has to say because that's what I tell people. Speak to a professional, speak to someone that knows way more about animals and nutritional requirements than I do. You know, I barely know what works for humans and I get to test it on myself, human eating, you know, but yeah, animal stuff, yeah, way out of my wheelhouse, not part of my field of expertise. So I'd love to see what a vet says, and I'm glad Hench Herbivore thought to do that because I never thought to go find a vet and put them on our channel. Let's see, Joanne, what I said about that vegan Chipotle meal. You there had a UK article where they reviewed vegan meals and included a very small tin of spaghetti and said that wasn't a good meal. Yeah, I mean, don't non-vegans eat spaghetti too, Joanne? I mean, isn't spaghetti just like this universal meal that just people eat all around the world for the most part, you know? At least, you know, in like, you know, Western civilization. I mean, why is that a vegan meal? Just because there's no cheese on it? I mean, yeah, there's the whole thing. You can, you know, you can make something vegan, doesn't mean it's healthy, and it doesn't mean it's going to be attractive to vegan. Just can mean just non-vegans will like it too. That's a pointless article there, Joanne. How frustrating. Yeah, loco. Yeah, you should have talked to a doctor, nutritionist. Yeah, if you had SIBO, you know, you don't have to quit being vegan. I'm not a health professional or doctor, but I've seen enough information online. You can talk to like, say, like a guy like Goji Man. Like, you don't have to quit being vegan to cure or correct SIBO, from what I understand. You're in north of England. None of those here. Maybe you could talk to someone like Goji Man, run some tests, because and maybe you're better now. Maybe you know. Anyway, yeah. I've yet to see a medical condition which necessitates that a person can no longer just eat all plants. Maybe if you eat all plants in a weird way, like mono diets or fasting or raw, you can develop some gastrointestinal issues that might, you know, screw you up. But you know, once you correct those issues, I don't see why you couldn't just eat a, you know, balanced, sensible vegan diet again. But yeah, talk to a someone who knows more about, you know, who's trained in this than I am. Hey, vegan keto cat. You're in a low carb vegan. It's working well for you. Lots of whole foods. Yeah, there's many ways to be vegan, which I was just talking about. Yeah, there's so many ways. You know, healthy ways, unhealthy ways, high carb, low carb, whole food based, junk food based, processed food based. There's no such thing as a vegan diet. You know, it doesn't mean anything about how healthy you're eating. It just means there's no animal products. It's not saying a whole lot. I look drunk today? Do I look drunk today? I don't know, maybe it's my hair. Maybe I slept on it weird or something. Washed it late and slept on it weird. Okay, sir, I'm glad you like my just my general attitude about not commenting on things and issues I haven't really learned about yet and really had much time to think through yet. Yeah, race lover. Going vegan will make you a better dancer. That's for sure. That's been proven through research. But yeah, maybe I do look a little drunk today. I'm definitely not drunk today. Mm-mm. Too early to get drunk. Yeah, my hair might be a little drunk or something, but you know, that's what happens when you wash it late and sleep on it. You know, it's all good. That's funny, Race. Do vegans live longer than non-vegans? Well, there's actual studies that have shown this, and they've like say in the Adventist Health Study, the Seventh Day Adventists here in California, you know, they're a great population study because they follow the same, like, you know, healthy lifestyle, same religious social circles. They're pretty much the same people other than their diet. So yeah, they compared the vegans to the vegetarians to the just the meat eaters. Yeah, and on average, I remember Nutrition Facts covered this video. On average, the vegans had an extra 10 years of healthy life compared to the already healthy meat eaters from the Adventist Health Study. They're probably some of the more, like, you know, healthy meat eaters you'll find. So if you just compare vegans that eat a healthy lifestyle to just your average standard American dieter, I would imagine it's probably more than the 10-year gap there. So yeah, there's studies that have shown vegans get a longevity gain, provided, yeah, the other things are happening. You're eating a healthy diet, and these people had like tight social circles, other things like that. But all things being equal, the vegans lived 10 years longer in this study. So yes. And as Ray's Liver points out too, it's not just 10 years of like being stuck in a hospital bed or something like that. It's 10 years of, like, generally speaking, a high quality of life, functioning, healthy, not just, laying around ill for the last decade of your life. Yeah, race lever. Yeah, you totally nailed it. Yeah, no one wants to live longer if you're just suffering the entire time. Um, Yeah, loco. You can. There's always statistical outliers like that. You hear about people that eat a Big Mac every day and smoke like 12 packs of cigarettes or a box of cigarettes every day, and they've been doing that for 80 years and live to be 115 or whatever. But these are statistical outliers. I mean, the vast majority of people who smoke 2 packs or whatever of cigarettes a day get some kind of emphysema, lung cancer, something like that. Not everyone does. Not everyone. Some people can smoke 10 packs of cigarettes a day and never have anything happen to them. But then those are outliers. You got to look at this probabilities. What's more likely to happen? Just like the vegans in the Venice Health Study, on average, lived 10 years longer than the meat eaters. Did that mean every vegan lived longer and there were no meat eaters that lived longer than vegan? I'm sure there were a few, but we're talking about statistics, about probability, like tossing a coin. What's the odds of tossing a heads? It's 50-50. You can maybe get 5 heads in a row. That can happen. Nothing against breaks the laws of physics there. What is that likely? No, hell no. It's much more likely to not get 5 heads in a row. Anyway, back to the discussion here. Okay, anyway, let's see if I missed any questions. Good point, Ace. Yeah, the number one cause of disease or death in the United States is heart disease. And high LDL cholesterol, dietary cholesterol is implicated in that. So on average, vegans don't get as much heart disease as non-vegans. Doesn't mean it's impossible as a vegan to get heart disease. No, absolutely not. Just it's statistically less likely. You're statistically less likely to have heart disease as a vegan and to perish from heart disease as a vegan. But yeah, you still can get it. There's other ways to raise your cholesterol. You can have a bunch of high saturated fat coconut oil products like in vegan ice creams and stuff like that. So you still have to be careful. Yeah, coconut and palm oil. Yeah. Let's see if I missed any other questions during there. But yeah, loco. Just because there's a 106-year-old woman who eats Big Macs every day and smokes 5 packs of cigarettes a day doesn't mean that eating Big Macs is healthy and having packs of cigarettes a day is good for your long-term health. It works for some people, but they're statistically unlikely. Peanuts Colada. Do vegans hate lions and tigers because they eat meat? Yes, actually there is a faction. Yeah, Vegan Gains and a few other people in his world there are against lions and tigers and eagles and anything else any other animal that hunts other animals. But they're kind of, again, outliers as far as that goes too. Well, Race Lover flips that on its head. Do non-vegans love lions because they harm animals? Yeah, I agree. Yeah, that the fact that out in the wild, I hate to say in nature, but yeah, out in the wild in nature, if one animal hunts another animal, it has nothing to do with veganism. Because if you look at the definition of veganism here, let's look at it. It's being against humans, I should say, humans exploiting animals. It says nothing to do that vegans care about what lions and tigers and eagles and grizzly bears and coyotes. That's not man exploiting animals or humans exploiting animals. Yeah, it's nothing to do with veganism. Veganism is about what humans do to other animals. We're against all sorts of human types of exploitation of animals for food, clothing, or any other purpose. And if an animal in the wild hunts another, think about it. Why did I go vegan? Did I go vegan because I care about what happens in the jungles, the hunting animals, like animals hunting other animals. I don't even care about that. I mean, I went vegan and am vegan because it's just morally wrong to raise animals for slaughter, exploit them for their as food, as leather for clothing, or whatever. It's just completely pointless and cruel, and shouldn't happen. But yeah, what happens in nature, that's not why I went vegan. Never affected me. Who's Jay Shetty, Vegan Taco Cat? Is that latest Earthling Ed video where he went to Berkeley and I saw the title? Did I convert a meat eater to vegan in 18 minutes? If so, I haven't seen it yet. Is it good? Is that the same video I'm talking about there? Oh man, that sucks, Fu man. Yeah, if someone does something stupid like that, sticks its hand in a tiger cage, and they shoot the tiger because of that, that's why is that the tiger's fault? Wow. Um, Squads. What do I think about protein powder? Is it healthy? Like, there's all kinds of protein powder. Are you talking about vegan protein powder, non-vegan? And if so, there's different kinds within, like, say, vegan. There's isolate chemical ones. There's whole food plant ones. I mean, it's hard. It's really not hard. It's pretty much impossible to say categorically that all protein powders are good or healthy. You have to look at them individually. The one I take totes 100% healthy. Tennis Feek. I have no plan to try the new KFC. If it comes my way, I'll think about it. But yeah, I'm not heading to any KFC anytime soon. Um, that's funny, Race. All the single ladies. um, Yeah, Del Salo 9, yeah. Love life 10 years longer. That's what you get on average as a vegan. Yeah, well, I'll take that, huh? Citizen journals? I have no idea. I have no idea. I've never studied J. Din Shah. Like I said, being vegan doesn't mean you will not have heart disease ever. It doesn't mean 0% chance of heart disease. It just means your risk of getting heart disease and dying of heart disease go way down, not down to zero. There's no such guarantees like that in life. There's genetic factors. Maybe he's eating a bunch of coconut oil. Who knows? And maybe he went vegan too late in life and did too much damage. I don't know. I'm not a medical doctor. I never looked at his case or anything like that. But I just wanted to make absolutely known. Just because you're vegan doesn't mean your risk of dying of all these diseases that meat eaters die in high proportions of, doesn't mean your chances go down to zero. If you think that, you need to rethink how to understand probability theory. It doesn't mean zero. It just means decreased chance of dying of, say, heart disease, diabetes, stroke, most common types of cancer, emphysema. Doesn't mean that you have zero probability. So yeah, just because a vegan may have died of heart disease doesn't mean that it's common. It just means, yeah, a vegan died of heart disease, and that's a statistical outlier. That's all it means. If you were to tell this to a mathematician, a statistician, they wouldn't be shocked at all. Yeah, of course, that happens. Yeah, nothing's 100%. Oh, Julie, you can't convince your husband to go vegan? Well, you don't have to convince your husband. Hopefully, just serve your husband a lot of great vegan food and plant-based food, as Angie did with me for so long. And that's, did it. Eli, other vegan channels, off the top of my head, if you do watch, like, say, Hinge Herbivore, yeah, Mike the Vegan, who I don't watch too many. Yeah, but like Earthling Ed, I like to watch him and Joey Carbstrong when they go out and talk to the people on the street. Stuff like that. Best way to deal with constipation: eat a lot of bananas. Eat a lot of ripe bananas, man. I never have constipation. Groundhog 11ish. No, this is definitely not normal time at all. Yeah, you can show your husband too the vegan documentaries. Maybe that'll be making an impression intellectually. But yeah, right, get down. Get down. I'm starting to get cold. Put my little shirt on here. 1 second, guys. Wow, Joanne, your mom went veggie at 80 and is almost vegan. Good for you, man. I've had no luck getting my mom to go vegetarian or vegan. She always has some excuse all the time. It's really annoying. Ah. Second generation lifelong vegans. I don't know. I mean, considering that veganism really got coined in the 1940s, the definition got started in the 1940s. It hasn't been too many time for too many generations yet, and back then it wasn't nearly as popular as it is now too. So I can't say I do, but yeah, it doesn't like disprove veganism. It just shows that it's a relatively new thing. Penis colada. What are we going on here? God must be an evil guy that loves to see animals eat each other. First of all, you're assuming there's a God. I'm Buddhist, so I don't believe in a theistic deity that does what you're claiming to do. You have a question though? I mean, okay, I'm glad you got your opinion out there, but anyway. Oh, Joanne, so it took you years of sending your mom stuff, huh? I've been sending my mom stuff. I've been doing everything I can, but she's just so convinced it's just not for her and whatevs. Do I consider myself more of a vegan or animal lover? I'm both. I mean, I'm both. I love animals and I'm vegan against the exploitation of animals. I can't say I'm more one than the other. I don't know. I'm both. Oh, citizen journalist, veganism is a human experiment. No, veganism, you don't know what veganism is. You think it's a diet. Veganism is not a diet. Again, let's go to the definition of veganism here. A lot of people, this is the biggest, we're talking about what are my most pet peeve misconceptions. I wasn't sure, and someone said this, yeah, that people think it's a diet, it's equated as being healthy. No, it's the moral stance. Look at it here. Do you see anything in here about healthy or diet? No, it's just being against animal cruelty, against exploitation of animals. Just like if you're not a vegan, you're probably against raping people, right? You don't rape people and you don't want to see other people get raped. That's a moral belief that you have up here in your mind. Likewise, in vegans' minds, yeah, we are against the exploitation of animals, cruelty to animals. We're against all that for food, clothing, or any other purpose. So how is this an experiment? It's like being against rape an experiment? I mean, if so, then being vegan is an experiment. It's just they're the same in that it's a moral belief that we hold up in our minds, a stance against animal cruelty, exploitation to animals. So how is that a human experiment? I'm not sure how it follows that if you're against animal exploitation, you're doing a human experiment. You think it's a human no, vegans don't eat. Here's the whole thing. Citizen, I don't understand. Since you now know that veganism is not a diet, it's a moral stance against exploitation and cruelty to animals. However, vegans need to eat something or else we will perish, right? You have to eat. Therefore, the only foods that one can eat that are consistent with our moral stance are plants and fungi, mushrooms. That's it. We can eat those. Those are consistent. Why? If you eat a plant, you're not exploiting animals. If you eat a cow, you're exploiting animals. If you eat dairy, you're exploiting animals. So that, yeah, we have to eat something, and will we eat our plants? It's simple as that. If you are truly against exploitation and cruelty to animals, you will not eat foods that violate those moral principles. So yes, that's what we eat. Rage. Everyone's asking about the KFC Beyond Nuggets. They are technically vegan. They arrived at KFC vegan, but they are cooked on the same fryer or boiler or whatever. So it's up to you if you want to eat them. But yeah, they are inherently a vegan product. The preparation, there's no separate kitchen for them. So you'll have to make that choice if you want them or not. So the plant-based diet is no. Where do you get that? That it's a human experiment? I told you. How? Where do you extrapolate that a plant-based diet is a human experiment? It's a diet that's consistent with our moral philosophies. Are you saying it's is it an experiment, citizen journalist, because you perceive it to possibly be not healthy, being nutritionally inadequate, and therefore we're experimenting. We're like rolling the dice, right? We're gambling with our lives, throwing the dice out there. We're not sure if it's nutritionally adequate, but we're just going to do it anyway because we don't want to harm animals. Is that what you mean by human experiment, citizen journalist? Is that what you mean? If not, elaborate. Please explain to me clearly how you think it's a human experiment. I'm trying to guess where you're going with this. Let me know if I'm correct. Yeah, Deal Cielo 9. Yeah, veganism is a moral choice. That's all it is. It's a moral choice. It's taking a stance against exploiting animals, cruelty to animals. It's really simple. That's it. Either you think it's wrong to exploit and be cruel to animals, or you don't. If you believe it's wrong and you do something about that as far as what you consume, you're vegan. Yeah, why do people think it's an experiment? I want to hear how this person says, therefore it's a human experiment. Your therefore is missing a few premises, citizen journalist, whatever. Therefore means you have a logical argument. Premise 1, 2, 3, conclusion, and your conclusion just jumped out of nowhere. Hey, I think we got our first super chat tip here from Rage. Thanks for using Streamlabs too, where they don't take a cut. Would you eat a Beyond Nugget fried in oil used to cook humans? No, I wouldn't. But thanks for the super chat tip. I'm saying, yeah, I have no plans to go to KFC. I haven't been there in like well over a decade as far as I remember. Why would I want to go there all of a sudden? But yeah, if non-vegans want to eat their KFC Beyond Meat collaboration chicken thing there, totally cool with it. All right, so where's our citizen journalist guy here? I want to hear how vegan is. Therefore, veganism is a human experiment. So please, what happened to you? Are you typing away? Maybe he's typing away. We'll give him a second here. Yeah, good point. Don't worry, be happy. If you're concerned about KFC's cross-contamination, it's not a KFC issue. It's a problem that affects many restaurants. So yeah, if you don't go to any restaurant for the possibility of cross-contamination, yeah, then by all means, continue that consistency by not going to KFC. Yeah, aren't we all curious what his view is? Like you left us. You came out and said all this stuff, but you never told us how you arrived at a conclusion. We want to hear this. Yeah, me and the Pirate King really want to hear this. Hey, Eve the vegan frugivore. Are you a fruitarian frugivore, Eve? Because a lot of fruitarians don't like me because some of the stuff I've said. But I think I'm fair with my opinions of it. So hopefully you can, if you're a fruit person, you're still cool with me. Mark, I don't know how common that is. I have no idea. Don't know. Never, that takes getting inside their mind. Like, where did he go? Where did the citizen journalist go? Comes out and says that and just bam, bails. Peace out. You're fruitarian and cool with me? Okay, thanks, Eve. Because a lot of people think I just totally bag on like eating raw or fruitarian, and I don't. I just want to point out the risks of it. Some people succeed on it long term, and totally cool. Chris Kindle's a good example that comes to mind. And others fail and they get sick and blame veganism on it. That's where my issues come from. So anyway, it looks like we lost our citizen friend who was about to inform us all about how veganism is a human experiment, and he's gone or she's gone. Oh well, got us all excited there, citizen journalist, and just bailed on us. Oh well, I'm over it. I won't, be bummed on you or anything like that. So anyway, all right, let me just take a little stretch here. Hopefully I don't have to pee. I had a smoothie a little bit before, but anyway, let's see how's it going. Oh, here's Citizen Journalist. Here we go. Finally, we've been waiting for you. You said veganism is a new phenomenon. Yeah, originated in the 40s when they formulated the definition of veganism. And there are no second generation lifelong vegans. No human race has thrived on a plant-based diet over multiple generations, not one. So, I mean, okay, here's what you're saying. You're saying just because we can't point to in modern civilization multi-generational vegans, which is tough since the definition really arose in the late 1940s, it's a human experiment. Well, it would be an experiment if the diet were something like, you know, bizarre, like there was some like missing, like you're taking a risk with your health. Are you saying, Citizen Journalist, that there's like a vegan diet, a full plant-based diet is lacking any sort of like scientific evidence that it's healthful or nutritionally adequate? That's what an experiment would be. If you're eating a diet where you really don't know, there's no understanding of it really, or very little understanding of it as far as being studied by science, tested by research. So that would be a human experiment. Like say the carnivore diet. You know, that seems to be a human experiment. Eating a diet exclusively of meat, there's really not any research I've seen that says, yeah, you could do great on that long term because we've been studying it for decades. Not. Vegan diets have been studied for decades. And there's a lot of data about it. So are you saying that you don't care about the science? Citizen Journalist says, F science. Science is crap. I don't give a crap about science. My only concern about veganism is that it's a human experiment because it hasn't been done for generations upon generations. When it really just took a hold, it got birthed in the 1940s and really started blossoming in the 2000s. You're not going to have enough time for many multi-generational vegans. I'm sure there's some. I just have yet to meet them, but there's plenty of science showing that appropriately planned vegan diets are nutritionally adequate for all people in all stages of life. And don't take my word for it. I'll show it to you here because I could be lying to you like Citizen Journalist is kind of doing here. Let's look at the position of the Academy of Nutrition and Dietetics. And this is just the abstract. There's a full, this is the abstract of their position paper. I forgot, it's maybe like 80 pages long. They have over 100 scientific references that they used to arrive at this very scientifically informed position about the nutritional adequacy of appropriately planned vegetarian and vegan diets. Nutritionally adequate is exactly what they said. And furthermore, they say that in addition to being nutritionally adequate, they may provide health benefits for the prevention and treatment of certain diseases, mainly the ones that most people die of: heart disease, diabetes, stroke, most common forms of cancer. So how is this an experiment, Citizen Journalist? How is this an experiment when you have, just a mountain of science showing the healthfulness of appropriately planned vegan and plant-based diets, how they are nutritionally adequate, they lower your risk of dying of the ways that most of your friends and family will probably die. How is this an experiment again? I mean, you're going to have probably a longer life, not die of all these diseases, get all the nutrition you need. How is this an experiment? I am not saying, oh, it's an experiment because it hasn't been done for many generations. That's your definition. That's your unique, personal, bizarre definition of what you consider to be a proper diet. But I don't know any nutrition, like in this group here, the Academy of Nutrition and Dietetics, they're not just like some weirdos on Facebook making crap up. This is the largest group of health professionals in the United States, if not the world. I'm not sure if that one's true, but I know in the United States. Anyway, again, how is this like rolling the dice? It seems like a slam dunk rather than dice rolling. But hey, okay, maybe he's right. It hasn't been done for many people for many generations. So what? If people are living healthy lives and the science says yes, that's what should happen. This is not a scientific experiment. This is not a human experiment. This is known fact. Anyway, Cold Cuts wants to know, hey Ryan, have you had friends convinced to quit veganism by these ex-vegan influencers? No, not at all. I mean, anyone I know watches these videos and has the same reactions that I do. No, we see right through their nonsense. Did you go through the references section here? Because again, it says appropriately planned vegan and vegetarian diets. And if you have the same argument you have with vegans, how there's not a lot of multi-generational vegans, you have the same issue with there not being a bunch of multi-generational vegetarians. The Academy of Nutrition and Dietetics put their name on this position paper. They wouldn't say appropriately planned vegan diets are nutritionally adequate and appropriate for all stages of life if they didn't have the science showing that. So if you think it's so unhealthy, let's move away from science. Since you're just going to try to throw away the science here, which is totally sound, what should be happening, citizen journalists? To me, I've been vegan now well over 11 years. What sort of health issues should arise? And remember, veganism is not a health movement or a health diet. It's a stance against animal exploitation and cruelty. What should be happening to me, citizen journalists? Please tell me very clearly if this diet is so bad and inadequate. Please, since you sound like someone who really thinks they know what they're talking about, what should be happening to me after 11 years of zero meat, zero eggs, zero dairy? Please inform me what horrible things should be happening to me. Yeah, strange. It is strange, Pyro King, that you have these anti-vegans that claim vegan diets are unhealthy when there's just so much science showing otherwise. I mean, it's just ridiculous at this point. I know. Erica's Lab. Someone just told me, I think was it Race Lever told me to go watch the new video from Hinch Herbivore. He spoke with a veterinarian, I think, about cat and dog nutrition. I haven't checked it out yet, so you might want to check that out. But yeah, I always tell people to consult with a nutritional expert for their animal. I know how things work for humans more or less, but animals not at all, so go talk to someone who knows way more than I do about that. I don't want to give you any advice that I might follow that might not work for you, because I don't know how things work out as far as generalizing from like one animal to everyone's animal. James, I haven't been eating as many pumpkin seeds lately or walnuts. I've been eating more peanuts lately. I know that's not a nut, that's a legume. I just haven't been going to the store that has the pumpkin seeds I've been getting. Yeah, don't worry, be happy. All diets should be appropriately planned, not just vegan or vegetarian diets, right? I mean, even if you're not vegan, I mean, do you just get a free pass if you eat at McDonald's every day? You don't have to appropriately plan your meals if you're a non-vegan. So anyway, let me take a little stretch here and get some water. Gotta stay hydrated. Actually, guys, if anyone wants to buy any of our books, I'm thinking my next step today after this live stream over, I'm going to the post office. So if anyone wants to buy any of our stuff here, particularly the Happy Healthy Vegan Cookbook here, we have a sale for Veganuary. I just thought about that right now. If you want to get it shipped as soon as possible, I'm going to the post office in a few hours right after this live stream. If you want to buy the book or any of our teas, let me give you the link here. We have a code. Where is it here? Let me paste it down into the chat here. You use the code Veganuary and you will save $5 if you buy any of the print books, not the ebooks. If you buy the print books or teas. And also, speaking of the ebooks, the electronic books, we have put the Happy Healthy Vegan Cookbook on sale for $9.99. I think that's 20% off for the month of January in celebration of Veganuary. Try to get more people to learn how to make plant-based meals, healthy plant-based meals. So if you're interested, go to our shop. It's all there. I put it down in the show notes if you want to save by $5 off a print book, but the ebooks are just on sale, no code necessary. So anyway, let's get back to what's happening here. But my point was, I'm going to the post office It's 2:15 for me right now. I'm probably in this live stream before 3:30. Get down to the post office before 5 p.m. Anyway, I'm gonna go to the post office today. So if you get an order in today, it'll be shipped out today. So you'll get it as soon as possible. Yeah, Keep It Car Baby's on sale too. Our first book. So anyway, just thought I'd pass that out there in case anyone was wondering and was on the edge and didn't want to wait forever. You don't have to. I'll ship it out today. Oh, and I saw our Streamlabs bot just pasted that coupon code there too. Anyway, don't worry, be happy. You're vegan. It's like the same argument here, like, like a mother who decides to go vegan for moral, ethical reasons, but still is responsible for feeding her children and or husband or whatever. I mean, you can't force other people to accept your moral, ethical beliefs. You can't force your dogs to have your moral, ethical beliefs. Being vegan is as a moral, ethical stance, and just because other people in your life that you're responsible for don't have that same moral belief doesn't mean you're not vegan. So I wouldn't worry too much about that. Do what you can. You made the choice. That's wrong to exploit animals, and if your family's not vegan, you're still vegan. Hey, Uncle Walt, you got both books. Awesome. I know you got both books. I remember signing them for you. Awesome, Uncle Walt. Yeah. Citizen journalists. I love how people try to dismiss my good health. 11 years is a drop in the bucket for a middle-aged dude who was raised on a meat-based diet until his 40s. No, here's the thing. Even though I went vegan in 2010, I met Angie in 1998. And Angie has been vegan since she was vegetarian since the 1980s. So she should be dead, according to Citizen Journalist here. But anyway, when I met Angie in 1998, we moved in like right away, like a month after that, like early 1999. And she makes all our food. My point is, since she was a vegetarian when we met and started living together in 1999, so for like 11 years before I went vegan, I was a vegetarian for all practical purposes. So I've been plant-based for like 21, 22 years now. So that's not a drop in the bucket there. So there goes your argument. So all these anti-vegans have fantasies. Oh, before Ryan went vegan, the reason why he's so healthy now, he was eating meat all the time and blah, blah, blah. He's gorging on all this meat and dairy and eggs. No. Wasn't doing anything of the like. I was essentially a vegetarian for 11 years before going vegan for 11 years. So there goes that argument, citizen journalist. You want to take some more poops, fling it on the wall and see what sticks? Because that's all you're doing right here. You're doing the old trick that we see people do all the time. Just making up stuff, pooping in their hands, throw on the wall. And you can't raise a child on a vegan diet. Well, the child never decided to go vegan. You don't understand. Veganism is not a diet. Just because if I were to follow the Okinawan diet, I don't magically become Okinawan. If I were to feed citizen journalists a vegan diet for a few days or a week, citizen journalists would not become vegan. Do you understand my point here? Being vegan means, again, it's an ethical choice. And a newborn baby doesn't have the cognitive and moral understandings to understand what veganism is and make that choice. Yeah, you can feed them a vegan diet, but veganism is not a diet. I don't become Okinawan when I eat the Okinawan diet. Poop fingers are the worst, huh? Vegan keto cat, what made me go vegan was exactly that, realizing that listen, citizen journalists, the reason why I went vegan, and most vegans I know went vegan, but I can speak for myself, is that once I realized that it was absolutely unnecessary to kill and harm animals every day for every meal so that me, stupid, silly me, could keep on living. When I realized that was unnecessary, I could just eat plants and not kill all these animals every day. Because why would I want to kill an animal for me to keep living when I could choose eating plants and not kill animals? To me, it's like the biggest no-brainer in life. Do you the non-vegans out there, like citizen journalists, enjoy killing animals, harming animals needlessly for you because you're so special, right? You're so great the animals should die. I mean, no one's that special. No one has the right to take the life of another living being so you can eat them, given that there's plentiful, healthful choices out there. So that's why I went vegan, knowing that I don't have to kill animals and I don't have to pay someone to kill animals in order for me to live. I can live healthily on plants. It's like I told you, the easiest no-brainer. Once you really think about it, again, do you really enjoy harming animals? Do you get off on it? If so, you're a sociopath. You know, I guess you'll never go vegan then. Oh, Rage. Did I miss something there? Rage. Thanks for your super chat tip there, Rage. What Rage tipped me to like diss me so I wouldn't eat Beyond Nuggets cooked in oil used to cook humans? Yeah, probably not. That doesn't sound too appealing. But would recommend people to eat Beyond Nuggets used to cook other animals? Huh? I'm not sure I follow what you're saying there. I would recommend people to eat Beyond Nuggets used to cook other animals. No, I never no. You totally misunderstood what I said. So let me first, I appreciate your super chat tip there. I'm glad you got your question out there. Let me clarify what I said about half an hour ago in case you misunderstood it. Here's what I said. Someone said, yeah, what do you think about the KFC Beyond Nuggets? Are they vegan? And here's exactly what I said. I said the products themselves are vegan. They're made completely out of plants, the Beyond chicken things for KFC. However, they're cooked in a shared cooker thing. It's not cooked in a separate kitchen or something like that. So, are they vegan? Well, it's up to you. I have no desire to go eat them, but if you want to, I'm not going to make a video calling you out saying, hey, such and such is ashamed of veganism because they ate the KFC. I know Robert Cheek, the author of Plant-Based Athlete. Where's my book here? Anyway, he's going to eat them. I saw him yesterday saying he was going to go drive to eat them. Are you going to say this guy's been vegan for like 20 or 30 years? You're going to say he's a fake vegan or not a vegan? I'm saying you're going to have to make that decision on your own if you're comfortable with that. I can't tell you what to do, but I'm not going to like call you out or anything like that. I'm sure a lot of us go to restaurants where it's not all, the cookers aren't totally separated out, so that's all I'm saying. You're going to have to make the decision. I'm not recommending anyone do anything. I'm just saying if you want to eat it, I'm not going to call you out. If you don't want to eat it, I'm not going to call you out. So how am I a bad person in this equation? You want me to come down and say, no, never eat it or anything like that? That's up to you. I'm not a fascist. I don't tell people what to do as far as like, how to, deal with these issues. That's up to you. So anyway, what the hell now? Let's see. Vegetarian is not the same as vegan. I know that. With regards to what one eats, and that is Angie fertile? Well, she's 53. How many 53-year-olds are fertile? And why are you getting? That's a personal thing. I know people close to me who are not vegan, very, very not vegan, who have fertility issues. So you shouldn't even bring that up or anything. You're saying vegans are incapable of producing offspring? Because that's ridiculous. I even know fruitarians that produce offspring. So again, you're just completely nonsense here. I'm not clipping over semantics. I'm going, hey, I know, vegetarian's not vegan. Vegetarians eat a bunch of animal products and still exploit animals. But again, who am I to believe? I'm going to believe some dude here that's like quibbling about like, is my wife in her 50s fertile or not? Or should I listen to, say, again, the position of, say, the position of the Academy of Nutrition and Dietetics to say appropriately planned vegan diets are nutritionally adequate and helpful for all people in all stages of life. And this is not an opinion like, oh, what's your opinion on the color blue or something like, no, it's opinion based on a review of the relevant scientific research. So you're going to have to give me some concrete evidence as to like the unhealthfulness of vegan diets. If that, like, I kind of see what you're arguing. You're not doing a moral argument. You're trying to argue in a roundabout way that vegan diets are somehow inherently unhealthful and not nutritionally adequate. And you're gonna have to show me why that is. Please present your evidence that vegan diets are inherently unhealthy and nutritionally inadequate. Please present your evidence. I showed you mine, and I could show you the scientific references. I tell you, there's about 100 of them that they use to inform this position paper. So please tell me or show me your evidence that supports your belief that vegan diets are somehow nutritionally inadequate. I would love to see it. Again, evidence, not an opinion like of a dude on Facebook. Give me an opinion of, like, say, a health professional or a group of health professionals in this case. Not a health professional, but this is an organization of health professionals. Yeah, there's many vegans I know that have babies. Yeah, a vegan couple's gonna have a baby. See, I mean, it's not a big deal. Vegans have babies all the time. That's ridiculous. Like, to try to, like, say, oh, vegans can't have babies or something like that. And again, there's many reasons why people don't have children. I'll be completely honest. Why we don't have children here? Because it was a lifestyle decision. When we met each other, we both realized, oh, you're not really big on having kids. Yeah, you're not big on having kids. Cool. That's an extra compatibility bonus for us. Because I know a lot of people really want to have kids, and some, that's cool, that's fine. I'm not saying that's a bad thing, but that would be incompatible with someone like me who was like, yeah, I'm not really gung-ho on that. Yeah, we had a creep in the chat today asking about another man's wife and fertility. Yeah, that's creepy, huh? Yeah, Pirate King, the evidence points to vegan diets being not only quite healthy, the evidence shows that they're healthier than most other diets out there. If you do it in a healthy way, there's no one forcing you. You can have an unhealthy vegan diet. That's totally cool. Yeah, Victoria Vargas. People think everyone should have kids, but having children is probably it is the biggest responsibility in life. I mean, especially if you're not, like, super wealthy or anything like that. If, like, that person I just responded to in Maui that got $70,000 into debt supposedly from her vegan diet. Well, I didn't even want to sound like a man telling a woman what to do with her body, but I would think, though, if you're $70,000 in debt and struggling, maybe getting pregnant again wouldn't be the most responsible thing to do if you're already so in debt. I'm just saying, it's a huge financial burden. I wouldn't be able to live the lifestyle that I have if I were responsible for, like, raising and providing for children as well. Yeah, Sarah, huh? Oh, lol. If only veganism made you infertile, you wouldn't have to take contraception. See? Absolutely, 100%. 100%. No, citizen journalists. I didn't say there are no second generation lifelong vegans. I'm saying I just personally don't know of any. That doesn't mean there exists none. Do you even logic, bro? Just because I said I don't know any doesn't mean there are none. I mean, do I even need to point out how those are two totally different concepts? Like, let's say I don't know anyone that owns a Lamborghini. It doesn't mean that there are no Lamborghinis in the world. You see what I'm saying? I don't know anyone that owns a space shuttle. Doesn't mean there haven't been space shuttles in the world. Yeah, I just don't know any. I don't make it a point to go out and seek out lifelong vegans that had children and see how they're doing. It doesn't mean there aren't any. It doesn't follow. Just, do you even logic, bro? So what do you say? So what does that tell you, Ryan? That tells me that you have very poor critical thinking skills if you can't make that distinction. If I say I'm not aware of any, doesn't mean that there does not exist any. What does that tell me, Ryan? That you cannot reason your way out of a paper bag, as you've been showing here this whole afternoon for me. Testosterone shots, Uncle Walt. Who's talking about testosterone shots? Did I miss something? Please tell me what's going on with the testosterone discussion there, Uncle Walt, because I want to jump in on that. Anyway, I'm still waiting for citizen journalists to provide us some evidence that vegan diets are inherently nutritionally inadequate or unhealthy. His only go-to move, the only poop he keeps swinging on the wall here consistently is that Ryan has never seen a lifelong vegan produce another baby that, again, it's going to be hard since it really didn't get popular until the 2000s. So that doesn't mean that it's inherently unhealthy. It just doesn't mean it just means it hasn't been around long enough and popular for a long amount of time to produce several generations of offspring. But it's happening. Yeah. Del Cielo 9, yeah, some people just don't want to have children for whatever reasons. It's totally cool and totally normal. Race Lover wants to know, did I shout out my yellow vodka bottle company yet? Actually, yeah, if you want to use my code here, let me put the links down in the show description. I have a code, it's vegan. You can save 10%, I believe, if you use my code vegan at Coldest. Is it Coldest Water? Let me see. I forgot the URL already. I'm not drinking any vodka. Let's see. Hey, here's my link to Coldest Water here. You don't even have to memorize the code or anything, even though it's really easy because it's vegan. But yeah, here's my link down there to Coldest Water. And yeah, you see, I use this all the time. Went on a little hike with Angie yesterday, brought it with me. This thing is the shit. Oh, I can see Coldest quoting me on that. This thing is the shit. Ryan Lum, 2022. Let's see. So as we wait for citizen journalists to provide some real tangible evidence that vegan diets are inherently unhealthy, we'll wait for that. All I just saying, well, you don't see them in multi-generational situations. Anyway, we'll wait for the evidence, not just some kind of what if thing. Let's look at friggin' evidence. Vegan Keto Cat, sorry to hear about that. What are your parents saying to you about your veganism? Like, just kind of curious, what kinds of stuff are they saying to you? Maybe I can offer some replies, some good replies that you can give back to your parents. Jens, thanks for sharing that potential TMI thing there, but good for you. Awesome. Okay, Uncle Walt, that's what you're saying there with the testosterone. Hey, Joseph, my next travel trip. Depends what you consider a trip. I don't see us taking any big trips in the near future. Yeah, we went out yesterday. Went down to Crystal Cove State Park and just went to the beach and sunset and all that. Had some great meals while we're out there. We might take another trip out to Palm Springs, Palm Desert again pretty soon. Yeah, maybe in a couple weeks. But yeah, I don't see any big trips. We're not big trip people anyway. You know, we got our cats and everything here, so we don't have anyone to watch them. Tennis Freak, moving to the Central Coast. Awesome. That's on my target of where I might want to move after here. You know, like, move up to the San Luis Obispo area, Morro Bay area. So that's a great place to live. The weather's great. The summer's... So if you're by the coast too, it doesn't get too warm. Yeah, it's paradise almost. Winters are a little cooler, a little rainier, but still, it's yeah. Central Coast is rad. Take a big trip to your house, Race Lover? We can't. You won't tell us even what part of the country you live in, Race. How are we gonna find your house, man? It's gonna be impossible. Virtuoso, Quebec's cold as hell. Yeah, yesterday, guys, I don't know what it is. I guess you guys could do the math online. It was 80 degrees Fahrenheit. That's like in the 35 Celsius or something like that. It was pretty freaking warm yesterday. Yeah, Joshua Tree's nice too. We should take a trip out to that part of the desert. But Palm Springs, we have all these great vegan restaurants we can go to now. So that's why we're gonna more head to the lower desert than the upper desert. Thanks for sharing that, Fu Man Poo. Wow, AJ Vintage. 28 degrees Fahrenheit. It's much better than 7. But yeah, that 80 we had yesterday. Hard to beat. I don't know, maybe Citizen Journalist is trying to find some shred of evidence to indicate that appropriately planned vegan diets are unhealthy and nutritionally inadequate. He's probably, or she is searching the internet right now trying to find something since I put the challenge out there. Since I showed evidence that vegan diets are nutritionally adequate and healthy for people in all stages of life, I'm trying to see if he can produce something to the contrary. And again, I didn't just produce a single study, too. I want to make that really clear. What I showed, again, just to be absolutely clear, was a position paper put out by the Academy of Nutrition and Dietetics after reviewing the scientific literature, and they have around 100 references in their reference section that they use to inform their opinion. Yeah, vegan diets are awesome, Eve. Nature Spirit, you're in Manchester. Awesome. How can I hear? Citizen Journalist is back. Ryan, how can you say that science supports a plant-based diet for all stages of the life cycle? I don't say this, Citizen Journalist. I'm not a scientist. I'm just reporting what the Academy of Nutrition and Dietetics has said here. Again, let me read to you what they said here. It is the position of the Academy of Nutrition and Dietetics, not Ryan Lum of Happy Healthy Vegan, the Academy of Nutrition and Dietetics. They are putting their name and reputation on this. That appropriately planned vegetarian, including vegan diets are healthful, nutritionally adequate, and may provide health benefits for the prevention and treatment of certain diseases. These diets, including vegan, are appropriate for all stages of the life cycle, including pregnancy, lactation, infancy, childhood, adolescence, older adulthood, and for athletes. So this is not me saying this. I mean, I'm saying it, but I'm repeating what the position of the Academy of Nutrition and Dietetics is after having reviewed the relevant scientific research. This is their informed opinion. So if you have a problem with it, you can try to debunk their position paper and find all these horrible flaws with it, which you're not going to, by the way. But how can I say it? Because the health professionals say it. I am not a health professional. I'm reading what the health professionals have said. A group, the largest group, and they're not any old group, again, the largest group of health professionals in the United States, after reviewing the scientific literature, this is what their informed opinion is. So what do you got? What do you got? The position paper is expired? What do you mean it's expired? Please tell. I didn't know position papers expire. Maybe. Oh, what am I doing here? Let me see if there's any expiration here in this. Unless you know something that I don't. This was published in 2016. What do you mean it's expired? I didn't know that a scientific study or position paper can expire. If so, they should publish an addendum showing what has changed. Like, oh, we reviewed newer science and the evidence shows that no, we were wrong. Appropriately planned vegan and vegetarian diets are not nutritionally adequate, and here's why. I've yet to see anything like that. So please explain how this is not their current position. Please teach me something new. It expired in 2021. Wasn't 2021 just like 12 days ago? I mean, what has changed in 12 days? If it happened to expire, like everything's like tops turned over now, all the information. What else? All right, so let's see if you have any more um, questions here. I'm starting to get a little hungry actually now that I've been sitting here chatting with you guys. Citizen journalist. Okay, you're saying December 31st, 2021, which is 12 days ago. What do you mean it expired? I'm not sure what you mean by that. I've never heard anyone say that before. Okay, thanks for deleting their message race. I'm gonna take a look at it though. Okay, I see what Race Lever did there. Yeah, thanks for deleting that. It's just a dumb question to ask. It's like the citizen journalist keeps harping back on there's multi-generational vegans. The thing is, yeah, maybe they haven't been able to study multi-generational vegans just because, like I said, for the pragmatic problems of not being able to have, enough time to get too many people like that on the planet right now. However, they are able to look at people in all stages of the life cycle and find that when it's not like unknown. People, nutrition scientists know what nutrients people need in pregnancy, infancy, the whole life cycle. It is known. It's not like a mystery. And appropriately planned vegan diets, if you analyze the nutritional content of them, provide sufficient nutrition for any stage of life that a person could throw out there, even in the womb. That's where they're basing this opinion on. They're not studying multi-generational vegans because it's pretty hard to do that because there's not a whole hell of a lot of them right now. Doesn't mean that doesn't debunk veganism. How does that debunk veganism? Oh, something that's been around since the 1940s doesn't have enough multi-generational followers, therefore it's unhealthy. That's a huge logic gap. You need to fill in some blanks there. You just keep going on and on. But yeah, what got deleted? That's what I want to know. A citizen journalist post got deleted or hidden by Racer. But I still haven't heard how their position paper expired on 12 days ago. Like, whatever. Yeah, I don't know if they've studied multi-generational Seventh-day Adventists or not, Jane. I don't know. I couldn't tell you on that. No, thanks, Virtuoso. Appreciate that. Yeah, maybe Pirate King. Maybe there's some bad logic like that going on there. Um, Alexander, are you joking? Or are you being sarcastic that plants have feelings? Please let me know if you're absolutely serious. Are you a plant activist? Because I've met a few of you guys that eat meat, have no problem that animals have feelings and slaughter them, but you are sticking up for the voiceless, not animals, but the voiceless plants. Am I understanding you right, Alexander? You are a plant activist speaking up for voiceless plants, defending their feelings. Really? Let me know if I understand you right there, Alexander, because I think we're done with citizen journalists now. Citizen journalists, unless you have something else to add, we're done with your nonsense about veganism is debunked because there's no multi-generational vegans that I know of personally. Yeah, Race Lover, prove you're a plant rights activist by going vegan because you actually harm more plants with animal agriculture than just by raising food for only humans to eat. Middle earthing, that guy will say that's not good enough because vegetarian is not the same as vegan. That's what he'll say. He said that already. So yeah, it's hard to satisfy these folks. Oh, Peter, that's you, huh? You changed your name and restarted your channel. Okay, cool. Thanks for letting us know that's the same Peter. That's the same icon you got there. What happened to our plant activist? That was a pretty straightforward question. Just ask him if he's serious about that or not. Yeah, we all remember Victoria when Joe Rogan made that claim because I made a response video to that, to Joe. Merlin, you're gonna have to tell me how eating meat's the only thing that would save a human. Couldn't they just give you the nutrients that you needed? Like, there's nothing in meat that's like, you know, you couldn't get from somewhere else. I'm just trying to figure. This is just too weird of a hypothetical question. I mean, so I wouldn't die for veganism, but I see no reason to ever eat meat for, to save your life. Okay, Alexander, you were joking about the plants. You're wondering how I was going to react. That's how I react, Alexander. I was wondering if you're just having fun or not. See, you got everyone going on the plant activist now. Because everyone stop. Alexander was just joking. He's not a plant activist. Oh, okay, Merle. That's it. I mean, I just want to take it to the real world. Yeah, the hypothetical question. Yeah, I wouldn't do it for $1,000,000, and I wouldn't eat meat if that was the only thing that was going to save my life. Because there is no such thing as eating meat to save your life. You know, I mean, unless you're like stranded out in the wilderness and your plane crashed, something like that. Other than that, there's no such thing as that. Any nutrient found in meat you can get in plants. I mean, you could eat your arm, I guess. You know, if you're stranded out in the, you know, whatever. Anyway, let's move on. Daniel, I like all my guitars, Strat and Tellys. Yeah, I like them both for their own particular reasons. You know, they each have their own sound. That's it, Race Liver. The protein, huh? That's the only thing that you can't get in plants. The protein. Got to kill the animals for that. Oh, the Black Kitty, Del Cielo 9. Stay tuned. Angie is pretty much done with part 3. Maybe she'll put it out after this live stream. I'll let her know. She can put it out today if she wants when I'm done with this live stream. So part 3 of the baby kitty, the black baby cat video is ready to go. And I think there's a part 4 as well for next week. So I won't spoil it yet, any spoilers, but yeah, there's more to the Black Kitty story. Let's see. Yeah, Race Lover. I know Nikocado. I remember when he quit veganism. His main concern is he didn't think it was healthy for him anymore. Like, you know, so he starts eating a bunch of just like junk food and mukbanging on it, eating as much as he can, bloating up to what 400 pounds. So that's good. That's totally healthy. But having, you know, a healthy vegan diet was unhealthy. Like, does he even logic, bro? Like, it makes no sense. Uncle Walt, yeah, if someone asked me about that earlier. I want to read the story before I have some kind of opinion to announce to you guys. Yeah, it's troubling, but I want to read the subtleties of what happened in that story. Yeah, Nature Spirit, yeah, vegan athletes get plenty of protein if, you know, eat a proper diet. How come you never hear me play guitar? So I'll pick one up right now. Ooh. Here's one of our songs that's going to be on the next Love Spirals EP. All right, there you go. Played guitar for you. All right. I was really hacked and botched, but well, whatever. Is urine vegan? It's not part of a normal vegan diet, but technically if you're drinking your own urine and not like a cow's urine, it's technically vegan. You're not exploiting yourself. You're probably effing your health up and effing stuff up, but it's not like, you know, drinking your own urine exploits an animal, but it's not part of a healthy vegan diet. I don't know. You're not going to see the Academy of Nutrition Dietetics position paper saying, and drink your own urine too. Yeah, I agree with you there, Pirate King. Yeah, don't drink it. Let's see, Daniel, I'm not aware of what's going on with that story there. Uh-oh, I hear the trash collectors outside. So if you hear a bunch of weird noise and yelling, you'll know what's going on. It just happens on Wednesdays around this time. Nico is a junk food athlete? Junk food athlete? Definitely not, huh? Yeah, Sarah, even though I was making light of it, yeah, don't drink your urine. It's just not good for you. It's weird I have to even say that. That needs to be said, but yeah, don't do that. Yeah, you got that right, vegan keto cat. They didn't have appropriately planned vegan diets, those ex-vegans that we make videos about every few months. Um, don't worry, be happy. You're apologized for bringing up the drinking urine. It boggles your mind that folks don't realize it isn't a good idea. Yeah, I mean, yeah, I know. It boggles the mind. Like some people seriously believe that to be really great for you. It has all these great properties. Maybe it's good. I mean, yeah, if you're, trapped under a building because it collapsed on you and you're about to dehydrate and die, yeah, probably good for you then. And just, I mean, there's some weird circumstances, but generally speaking, if you're like a regular person, everything's, not in an emergency situation, not a good idea. Let's see. Did I miss any questions there? Let's see. Yeah, it's funny. A lot of these urine drinkers are like flat earthers too, Anyway, yeah, let's move on from urine drinking. Not a great topic. Let's see. Javen wants to know, do I think people would have a problem with veganism, even if a vegan athlete became a world heavyweight champion in boxing? Yeah, totally. I mean, there's already world class athletes in virtually every sport already. I mean, some operate at the highest levels of their respective sports. So yeah, and people still have problems with veganism. Yeah, nothing will change. You know. Let's see. Daniel wants to know why me and Swayze, why we don't get along. You have to ask her. I mean, she just says some really just like scientific stuff, even though she puts herself out there as being this rational person. Like, I remember, I think I first angered her when she said, "Oh, it's crazy that vegans think that meat causes cancer. That's just ridiculous. Anyone who thinks that is crazy." And then like I made a video calling her out on it, and she said I was a bad person. And then like literally like the next week is when the World Health Organization came out and said, "Yeah, processed meat, group 1 carcinogen, and red meat a group 2A carcinogen." So yeah, I'm saying I just call people out that put out misinformation like that, and some of them just take it personally. But anyway. Uncle Walt, did I work out today? Yeah, I did. I did some battle ropes and resistance bands, focusing on my biceps today. So that was my workout today. Kind of chill for me, Just feeling kind of tired, so I just want to keep it easy. Yes. Yeah, I tell you, Angie and I went on a hike yesterday, walked around, but I think why I'm a little tired is from hill sprints on Monday. It's pretty hardcore. I haven't done them like in over a year. They're pretty grueling. So I did fewer than I normally did back in the past, but I'm still like, recovering from that. So I'm just trying to take it easy. I'm old, guys. I'm 54. But yeah, worked on the guns today. Let's see how the guns are coming along. Let's check them out here. See if they're... Okay, here we go. Unpumped. All right, let's see there. There's the bicep right there. There we go. So yeah, worked on the guns today. Uncle Walt asked what I was working on today. All right, okay, now the flannel shirt comes back on, guns put away. All right, awesome. deal with climate anxiety? Good question, Joan. Best thing we can do is, as far as anxiety, is get more people to eat more plants, get more people to go vegan, get more people to go plant-based. That's the best thing that we can do individually. We're not governments. We can't enact all these rules and stuff like that and policies. But on an individual level, we choose what we consume. And if people aren't consuming animal products, that's the best thing we can do. The United Nations ranked veganism as the #1 most greenhouse friendly diet. #2 is vegetarianism. So that's I'm so gung-ho about doing what I do, trying to not only help stop the exploitation of animals, but also help save our planet. Yeah, I saw that, Uncle Walt. Dr. Oz, another. I made a few videos about Dr. Oz and complete nonsense he's had on his channel. Now, Tennis Freak, now let's not do any personal attacks on people's physiques, like Unnatural Vegan. As much as I dislike her, it's not pick on her body or anything like that. What's that thinking out loud? I made a video about you saying I eat fast food or junk food, haha, but it didn't offend me. You're resilient, huh? I love it. You love it. So anyway, what? I made a video about you before? Like, inform me about this. Like, what was up with that? Yeah, we eat pretty well. Yeah, we'll go out to restaurants, obviously. It's, when you go there, it's not that healthy. Typically, some are better than others. But you see what we eat here. It's in our freaking books. Happy Healthy Vegan Cookbook. As I say, our book is our food diary. This is what we eat day in, day out, and how we've been eating for so many years now. Like, even though this came out like a year ago, we've been eating like this for like 4 or 5 years. So anyway, yeah, again, go to our web store, shop.happyhealthyvegan.org. Let me see if I got it right here. Oops, wrong one. Darn. Oh no, these bad things are happening. Oh no. Hang on, I lost you guys. Oh no, I'm sorry guys. I'm here. I'm trying to find the right tab. Okay, I'm here. All right, cool. I don't know what happened there. I tried to paste something and undo it, and all this weird stuff happened. It's probably because I'm vegan. Joan, the kitten in the backyard. That was filmed back in June. But anyway, there's a part 3 of the video coming out. Maybe Angie will put it out today, maybe. We'll see. And I think that she has a part 4 in store too. It's a long story to get to getting the kitty rescued. Kate wants me to start drama with Unnatural Vegan. No, I'd rather not. It's just pointless. Absolutely pointless. I mean, it might be entertaining for you guys, but just nonsense I don't really need in my life. Hey Emily, thanks for staying here as long as you can. I'm probably gonna go pretty soon too. I gotta move on. I was saying, if anyone wants to buy one of our books today, I'm going to the post office pretty soon after I get done with this live stream. Package up a few orders, take them down to the post office today. So if you want to get one of our books, get it mailed out to you today. And if you're in the United States, you'll get it really, really soon. Overseas orders take a little bit longer. And the ebooks are on sale right now too. We have the Happy Healthy Vegan Cookbook on sale. The ebook for Veganuary for $9.99. It's normally a few bucks more than that. And just the regular print book is on sale right now too for Veganuary. So use the code Veganuary. You can save $5. I'll paste it right down here off anything like, 25 bucks, like a book or a t-shirt. Just right down there. I just pasted it. So, and again, I will be going to the post office, I don't know, in like an hour or so. So let me know. It means I got to end this live stream in about half an hour or so. And Race Lever always points out, use his special code, Race Lever, and save 0 anything. Um, am I here thinking out loud? I am here. Um, so anyway, so any gummies? I don't eat gummy bears. Radioactive water. So I don't have a favorite. Um, Let's see. Do we have plans to make another ebook, Vegan Keto Cut? Yeah, actually, Angie is and has the idea for another kind of a shorter ebook, taking like some of the best recipes from Keep It Carb Baby, few of the best recipes from the Happy Healthy Vegan Cookbook, and a few new recipes, and putting out like a lower priced ebook for people. So yeah, that's kind of a new thing she's kind of processing right now. Let's see. So, any more questions? Well, I'm here. If you're wondering, yeah, my Friday live stream will still happen as planned, as normally scheduled. Friday 6 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. I just thought I'd come on a little earlier on a weird day for me, and try to find a few people who might want to watch the live streams who are normally like gone or asleep when I live stream on Friday. So, yeah, I noticed we had a few more Europeans than normal. But I'm going to get going pretty soon. I'm going to have a little bit of lunch and then pack the orders and take them to the post office. So let's see. If you have any more questions, I will try to answer them right now. Let's see. Let me have a little more water as anyone asks a question, and I will go. Favorite type of horse? I don't know. I don't think I have a favorite horse. Cool, sir. I'm glad you like the extra live stream this week. I'm with you, Lazy River. It does feel damn good to be vegan, huh? Any more questions before I move on to the next phase of my day here? Vegan Keto Cat, last Friday was 3 to 4 a.m. for you in London for the live stream. Oh my goodness, I remember you were quite on, yeah, pretty much the whole time. Huh? I didn't know you're up so late. So I'll try to do a few more early ones for you Europeans who should be asleep at 3 a.m. Yep, James, I had my banana smoothie this morning too, as always. Banana smoothie, clean green protein. I put strawberries in instead of blueberries. A little scoop of a tablespoon of ground flaxseed. Loved it. Okay, I have no plans to eat the new KFC chicken. Maybe if it randomly comes my way, but I'm not going to make any special trip there. But if you want to eat it and tell me what it's like, I'll listen for sure. Let's see. Any more questions, guys, before I split? Split means not to divide in half, but it's slang for leave. Do I ever consider doing videos of my workouts? I have before. Don't worry. But yeah, I mean, I should do one again. It's been a long time. I don't think I ever really filmed me working out in the garage here. But every day is different. That's the thing. There's no. I saw Diane there. I'll get to Diane in a second. Every day's different. So a lot of people might think, well, this is what he does every day. Just every day is a different thing I'm working on in my workouts. So I guess I could do it though. What's that, Diane Campbell? Thanks for the super chat tip there. For pizza fun or kitty food. Thanks for all you both do. I want to say the kitty's already been home, but yeah, you'll see part 2 and part 3 of Angie's video about rescuing the feral cat, and you'll see what happens to the little baby kitty. But thank you, yeah. But I'll go to our pizza fun for sure, Diane. Thank you. Laura, you have had the KFC vegan chicken. Cool. You liked it. It was good. Yeah, I said if it comes my way, maybe I'll try it out. But I have no plans to go to KFC. In fact, I'll probably go to Chipotle and try their new vegan chorizo before anything. Kay, you wouldn't want me to make a video on vaccines. I'm just a vegan and music producer. You should watch one from a health professional or a doctor or something like that. Don't take my advice for something like that. Yeah, thanks, Race. Yeah, thanks for that link there. Let me get that. Let me copy that link right now. Copy. Let's see. Copy link. let's just open it up for a quick second here. So we could see Hench Herbivore's new video on the pets. Let's check out the title at least. Oh, I forgot I can't do it on this browser. It wants me to sign in. That's so stupid. I just want to go to freaking YouTube. Huh. I wonder if I just go there first. It really wants me to log in. That sucks. Oh, I got it. I'll watch it on another browser. I just didn't want to log into a Google account on the browser that I show you guys when we go on the web. Anyway, that's dumb though. Can't paste a link. Yeah, I'll find it. Yeah, I got the link. I'll just watch it in another browser race. But thanks. Yeah, I'll check it out. I want to see what. Yeah, I'm educating myself on that whole topic too. Or I guess I think I'll do it. Hour 40. You know, not too bad for a live stream. I know Race Lover will try to argue for a 2 or 3 hour live stream, but I have more business I got to do today. Like I said, I got the post office. I'm going to get there. They're only open for another hour and 53 minutes. So I got to start making some progress and get orders packed and get down there. Cool. I'm glad you enjoyed this live stream. Yeah, again, I'll be back for this Friday at my normal time. I don't know what time zone it is for you, but for me, it's 6 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. So come back then and I'll have a more exciting title, trying to really attract some of these anti-vegans to debunk veganism. This one I just tried to make it more an Ask Me Anything, because I knew I'd get a lot of people, like say in Europe, who normally can't watch live streams. I don't want the anti-vegans to overwhelm the audience tonight, you know, so I wanted to make sure I could handle, address everyone is what I'm trying to say. So thanks Race and Uncle Walt for moderating and timing out people, appreciate it. And thanks to everyone for making this such a fun, chill, cool live stream scene that we got here, the community that we're getting on our live streams. I really enjoy it, guys. So gotta go. Much love to y'all, and I will see you in a couple of days. All right, so peace out. Friday, 6 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. And if you want to get a book real quick or a t-shirt, order now, because I'm gonna go pack orders in a couple minutes and go to the post office. All right, guys, see you soon. Bye-bye.